Corey established that to be a big star in Canada, you could also be a very decent human being. And he is a really good guy. And that wasn't everywhere in music in the 80s. You know, there was a lot of jerks, and I think there was a lot of, you get a lot of cred for being an ass, you know, and Corey wasn't.
Well, I was born in the 80s, so, I mean, of course I know Sunglasses at Night. I also know he looks pretty dang good for our man of 58 or whatever he is. So.
This guy has dedicated his time to his family, an incredible marriage, very, very special time raising 4 children, and that is something that my wife Cecilia and I really looked up to, because this guy is a gigantic star, millions of records sold, can sell out anywhere around the world, and yet his most prized possessions were his kids and his wife, and boy, that was something that we'll never forget.
Of course we know like his big songs, but we were just finding out that he had 9 consecutive top 40 hits in a row. We had no idea. So we're here to
It's
learn.
really good to honor Canadian musicians. Like, that's the thing that I really respect and I really like about the Junos, is that they really put on for their own.
My wife is the bigger fan. We already have tickets for the Vancouver show. And her meeting him in the 80s was her driving to Vancouver by herself when she first got her license, and waiting in line at one of these type of events to get his signature. She still has it up in her house. So by proxy, I'm a huge Corey Hart fan. I love you, baby.
To take 20 years off to raise your kids, it says a lot about an individual. You know, to set yourself aside, especially when you're in the middle of a massive career. And he's just like, I want to be there for my kids. And I really, really, really admire that.
He's fire. I mean, he's one of the first, I think he's one of the first musical artists that I discovered, period. Like when I was a kid and I started watching music videos, yeah, he looked hot. The songs were good. There's nothing wrong there. It's perfect. My grandmother claimed that she babysat him. I don't know if that's true, but she claims that.
Sunglasses at Night is a no-brainer, I think. I think that's definitely leading the pack for me.
He speaks for the band.
Like that.
It's so monumental. I mean, it's, you know, it's a huge song growing up, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I've heard he hasn't performed live in years.
Really?
Certainly in Canada. So
I didn't know that.
Pretty excited just to be in the room.